I never thought I'd be here, telling this story. The day I graduated from business school was supposed to be a milestone. A moment for my family to gather and celebrate everything I had sacrificed for over the past 6 years. But instead, it turned into one of the most painful lessons in my life. I'm Sarah, 28 years old, and I just finished my MBA at a solid state university. It wasn't easy. I worked full time throughout the entire program. Nights were spent studying, weekends were for assignments, and I gave up most holidays and social events. The truth is, I missed out on a lot just to get this degree. But I did it. I graduated with a 3.7 GPA, no student debt, and a promotion waiting for me at the logistics firm I've worked at since I was 22. When I announced my graduation dinner to my family, I thought they'd be proud. After all, they had seen me struggle, seen me give up a social life to work 2 jobs and study. I had booked a nice Italian restaurant for the occasion, planned it for months, and made sure everyone could attend. Or so I thought. 2 weeks before graduation, my sister Jessica mentioned she might not come. She was planning a last-minute trip to Japan with her boyfriend. I told her how important it was to me, but she rolled her eyes and promised she'd try to make it. Soon after, other family members began to drop out for their own reasons. And then, a day before my graduation dinner, I received a group text. It was from Jessica. "Hey, we're in Tokyo. Sorry, but we can't make it. Enjoy eating alone. Loser." My heart sank. The same family that had always told me they were proud of me had chosen a vacation over celebrating my biggest achievement. That night, I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just sat there, staring at my phone, trying to process the betrayal. That was the moment everything changed for me. It's strange, how something you've worked so hard for can feel so insignificant to the people who should matter the most. I spent 6 years building my future, sacrificing friendships, family time, and my own personal well-being for this degree. But when it finally came time to celebrate, the people I thought would be there for me, the ones who claimed to love me the most, were the ones who let me down. My story starts years ago when I first decided to go back to school. I'd been working at a logistics firm since I was 22, juggling long hours and a never-ending list of tasks. But I knew there was more for me. I knew I could do better. So, I applied to the MBA program and was accepted. The catch: I had to keep my full-time job while attending school part-time. And I did it. For the next 6 years, I became a ghost in my own life. I missed birthdays, holidays, and almost every social gathering you can imagine. My friends stopped inviting me out because they knew I'd always say no. I barely saw my family, but I kept pushing through, telling myself that this was all part of the bigger picture. My sacrifices would eventually pay off. By the time graduation rolled around, I had done everything I set out to do. My GPA was strong, my debts were non-existent, and I had a senior analyst position waiting for me at work. The promotion I'd been promised, a 20% raise and the kind of job where my opinions actually mattered, was within my grasp. This was the moment where all my hard work was supposed to be recognized, not just by my company, but by my family, too. So, I planned a simple celebration. A dinner with the people who had watched me struggle and had supposedly supported me through it all. I booked a private room at a well-reviewed Italian restaurant downtown. The reservations were made 2 months in advance, and I even put down a deposit. 15 people had confirmed they'd be there. My parents, my sisters, my aunt and uncle,